Hi, my name's Morag and welcome to this video on the Food Safety Hub reporting. Reporting is a very important feature of the Food Safety Hub and it allows us to monitor visually the submissions that are occurring that verify our food safety controls. So to access the reporting, we select the report icon which is next to the outlet name. Now the way, I'll just describe the way this works. As we've seen previously, these buttons will take us to the forms in the Food Safety Hub, and once those forms have been submitted, the data in those forms and a verification that it's been submitted will be in this reporting table. So if we select on the reporting table, this will pop up the table. Now, as you can see, this has been color-coded. The traffic light system, so it's either green, amber or red. And just let me explain what that means. So if a cell in this calendar is green, that means that the submission has occurred on time. If it's amber, it means it's occurred, but it's occurred out of time. And if it's red, it means the submission hasn't occurred at all. Where we see that's white, that means that the venue has been closed. So the users can go in and manually close or periodically close a venue. So in this particular case, you can see Saturday and Sunday, it's clearly not open. Where you see the magenta or the purple corners, that means some corrective actions have been entered in the form, so in the actual submission. So that gives us a really easy way to identify trends. So for example, with this hot holding, you can see there's been multiple entries of corrective actions, which is a good prompt for us to take action and to try to work out how we can improve that process. So if we select on one of these cells in the calendar, we'll see the 24-hour timeline pop up. So where that green bar is, that's the schedule that's been set up. So in this particular case, for this startup check, what the business has said is that the submission between 6 AM and 12 noon, that's when that should occur, and indeed in this case it has. So if we slide over that and select in there, we can dig down and we can see what time that was submitted and all the data that was associated with that submission. So this particular one includes some cold storage verification and also a pre-operational check for the kitchen. Now, if that was an amber, so if I go in and select on one of the amber days or one of the submissions, you can see there that the submission was made, but it was made late. So a lot of things in food safety are time sensitive, so they need to be submitted so that we lower our overall risk. Normally that would be once or twice during the day. Again, it depends on the outlet. But we can also add comments here, so we can see here that some comments have been added by the staff member as to why that was late. So there's like a digital log there, or that'll capture that information to be able to close that out if we need to. And then where it's red, we select on that, we'll see that there's no submission has occurred at all. So that's as clear as day that hasn't happened. So that provides us with the graphical interface to see that. So if we select on that previous month, that takes us back to another month as well. So in this particular case, this kitchen's gone really well. If the submission occurred on time, it's 100%. If it was out of time, it is 50%, and if it was done not at all, such as a red, that's 0. So through that we can develop some metrics around the submissions. The food safety logic's embedded into those forms, so we know the accuracy in the data is high, and then that is then averaged off per outlet, as you can see here and here, and then again that's averaged per venue. So that's in this case you can see it's at 98%. So it provides us with some valuable metrics, and from those metrics we can also now start to put benchmarks in place, and alerts and notifications can be triggered if a particular venue isn't performing up to a certain benchmark. So that's a summary of the reporting table. And again, that can be accessed through the homepage of the Food Safety Hub.